all. So, hello, hi all. Today we are going to study about Java. So, first of all, today is I'm going to discuss about programming. So, let's name the topic. Name the topic. Topic name should be Introduction to Programming. Okay. Introduction to Programming. So, first of all, we need to know about types of languages. So, in a broadly classifying, we have two types of programming languages. The first one we have is static language, and the second one we have dynamic, or you can say statically stat, typed, uh, typed. I think this is the spelling. May not be, but understand. We have statically typed language, and the another one is dynamically typed language. So, talking about statically typed languages, what does that mean? The gist, if I talk about the basic gist about statically typed languages, it performs a type check. What type check? Data type check at the compile time only. Okay, it has been told that it is statically typed. Static is, you can understand it, static means at the compile time, and dynamic means at the during the runtime. What is just runtime and compile time we will discuss later, but for now, dynamic, think that it is, just remember that it is runtime, and static it is compile time. So in a static, what happens, type is checked type is checked at compile time, and error will be shown at compile time only. Why? Because since the type check is done during the compile time, so when will it show the error? If there is some error, it will show during the compile time only. Okay, so okay, before that you might be assuming what is a compile time and what is run time. So compile time is nothing, is just there is a compiler which checks your code before it actually gets run. So in a compiler checks your code line by line, it checks the code, and whenever there is an error, a compiler is nothing, is just a software to check your code. Okay, not to check your code, there are other works also, but the basic funda is to check the code, and whenever there is any kind of error, it checks the error also, any kind of error, maybe syntax, semantic, typo, whatever error you have got, it will throw at the compile time only. So this is called statically typed language. And there is another language called dynamic. Okay, before that let me give you an example. Okay, let us declare any variable. So let us say int a equals to 10. Okay, let's say int a is equals to 10. It is nothing, it is a data type. This is a variable, and this is the value which we are assigning using the assign operator in this in this variable. And what is the data type of this variable? Integer data type. What value the variable is storing? The variable is storing the value of 10. Okay, and this semicolon terminates the given statement. Okay, now it has been told that we are declaring this data type, this variable, using this data type and storing this value in this variable. Okay, so this is called statically typed. And how it is statically typed? We are declaring or we are initializing a variable of type int only. Okay, now in the next line, what will we do if we want to let's say assign a equals to my name is Abhishek. Now, if I want to print a here, if I print A, it will give 10, and here if I print A, what it should give? It should not give Abhishek. It should not give Abhishek. It will give an error. What error? That A is defined as an integer, but we are storing but we are storing a string value. Okay, this is already defined as an integer, but we are storing a string value. Okay, so this thing is not accepted in a statically typed languages. It is statically typed, so this is called statically typed language. Okay, there can be another example also. Let's say string name is equals to Alice, and now in name we are storing 100.98. So this thing will again give an error. Okay, because the type is already defined. Okay, let us not confuse. The type of name is what? String type. Okay, type means data type only. The type is string. Now it is statically typed, means at compile time we cannot change it, or even if during the runtime we cannot change it. So now in the next line we are changing it. So this gives an error because it has been told that it is statically typed only. We cannot change during the compile time or the runtime. Now, now let us come to dynamically typed languages. Okay, before that let us discuss some about the statically typed languages. So we have Java is a statically typed language. C++ is a statically typed languages. Now coming to dynamically typed languages. In dynamically typed language you can now understand it is just opposite of this. Okay, just opposite of this. So what will happen? The com the type check at runtime runtime during the execution of program. You can say during the execution of the program, the type is checked. The type of the variable or whatever variable we are storing, the type is checked during the runtime. Okay. Now, now now here error will be shown at compile time only. Now error was shown during the compile time only, and now here error will not be shown during compile time. Only when the program is run, the errors will come. Okay, now what does that mean? Whatever error it might be syntax error, arithmetic error, whatever error, it will be shown during the runtime, not during the compile time. So that is another feature of dynamically typed language. Now what we have, sorry. Now the another thing here. Okay, now we had an example here. Okay, so one thing that here we used to declare the variable with the data type. We used to declare a variable with a data type. We needed to declare data type for a variable. But here we don't need to declare any variable with a data type. No need of of data types to declare any variable. Okay. So what does that mean? We can simply write a equals to 10 or a equals to hello world. What does that mean? Is it true? Yes, is it true? It is true. Okay, both the things are true. So, if you might have some knowledge of a basic knowledge of JavaScript or Python, you might have understood that JavaScript and Python is a great example of dynamically typed languages. So, example of dynamically typed language we have JavaScript, Python. Okay, there might be other languages too, but for now I have only the knowledge of JavaScript and Python, so I know only these two are the dynamically typed language. There can be other languages too. I am just giving these two examples. You can search over the internet. Other examples might come occur in the internet also. Okay, now what is the advantage of dynamically typed language? First thing, see, we don't have here any data type for declaring. Okay, one more thing. Here we have declared a equals to 10, and now the same variable a we are declaring with a string value. Here it was an integer, here it is an string. So will it accept? Okay, one thing we understand that we don't need any data type. Okay, we don't need we don't need here a data type. So okay, we don't need a data type, but we have assigned an integer value. Okay, so in the next slide, can we change the value of this a with a string? Yes, definitely. That is the main function of a dynamically typed language. Okay, so you can write down this point also according to your language, that this is allowed in dynamically typed language. So even if you here in the next line, if you print a, it will give 10, and here if you print a, it will give hello world. Hello world. Okay, so now we have discussed statically typed language and dynamically typed language, and the advantage of dynamically typed language is what? That it saves time during writing the code, but but the disadvantage is that it will not give any error during the compile time. It will give errors during the runtime. Okay, so what happened that we can during the compile time, this languages show errors. Any error it will give, and we can correct it, but here we will get the error during the runtime. So according to your requirement, you can choose which language to go on: Java, JavaScript, Python, C++, whatever. But both all languages are good. No comparison, but I'm just giving a just that dynamically typed has what advantages and what advantages statically typed languages have. Okay, so this was all about introduction to programming. In the next video, we'll talk about stack memory and heap memory, and we will go further in Java only. We'll study in Java. And what is Java? Java is a statically typed language. Okay, so thanks for watching. This was all about introduction to programming, statically typed language, and dynamically typed language. Thank you.